Welcome to the final episode of Sweaty Saturday for November. I'm not canceling the series because of all the positive comments I've been getting, but I'll most likely make it a bi-weekly thing. I'll keep you guys updated on the specifics because I'm not 100% sure what direction I'm taking the series in just yet. So, for this final episode of November, it's time to go deep. Nautilus and his sea monsters make up one of the most unique archetypes Runeterra has to offer. No, seriously, when I came from Hearthstone almost 3 years ago and found out what deep did, it blew my mind. With two mechanics that don't function in any deck except this one, you're tossing your card so your sea monsters can take over the game. This combo control deck obliterates cards from your deck to reach that magical number 15, at which point your sea monsters become actual real cards. Because this 4-4 ain't obliterating anything, but as a 7-7, you can eat a whole damn Seraphine.
Disgusting!
Playing games as deep is like a Metroidvania. You're progressing through the game, and then suddenly, in one swift change, the game gets turned on its head. The first phase of that game is playing your toss units, surviving and slaying threatening opposing units. Oh, and take note that you want to play units that toss, not the spells. Those are used to go deep at burst speed. Oldest trick in the book, but it still works. After turn 5, you enter the next phase, because you should be getting close to that 15 cards in your deck. At which point, it's time to start dominating with Nautilus and the buffed up sea monsters. It's key to find a balance between playing the early game while progressing your game plan, and once you flip that switch, transition into playing your sea monsters. Megatusk is a new addition to Deep, released during Worldwalker, and this card is like finding a chicken in a wall. And that's my last Castlevania joke, I promise. In the mulligan, keep your toss units. Dreg Dredger, Sea Scarab, and Deadbloom Wanderer are all amazing, no matter what deck you play against. Against aggro, you want to keep Val Feast and Undergrowth, and against any slower deck, you keep Lure of the Depths. Jaw Hunter can sometimes be a keep too against mid-range decks that have a hard time dealing one single point of damage, like Vayne decks. As for matchups, you're okay against most of the meta. Teemo Zoe is almost unwinnable though, at 25% win rate, and Talia Ziggs is a 43% win rate. Rise from the deep with this fan-favorite archetype, and let me know in the comments what deck you want to see next. Alright, I have the matchup spreadsheet open, so we can always look at what a matchup is like. Okay, so Vayne and Kayn, we just saw that this is about a 50% win rate. Yeah, 50%. So we don't want to keep Maokai in this matchup because they have a lot of challengers. Big thanks as usual to Mastering Runeterra. Check out their website for matchup tables against meta decks, tier list, and daily articles. If you want to help me out, don't forget to use code Snnuy for 10% off subscriptions. They get to pick up Maokai for free most of the time. I think I like this. Val Feast doesn't hit anything either. I think we just keep the Deadbloom. We try to look for Undergrowth, and we just go fast deep. I'm pretty sure what it comes down to with this matchup is that Demacia always has a really hard time attacking into units that are bigger than them, which we will be once we go deep. However, we have very little ways of actually dealing with elusives. And for anyone that was watching the stream yesterday, sometimes they just have like a blue Kayn and 3 of those 3-2 elusive cultists with weapon on them, and then you just die that way, right? So we'll see how that goes.
Those who kill innocents are no more than fiends.
Okay, we're just gonna go fast deep. Okay, double Val Feast gone. Val Feast doesn't hit a whole lot. Okay, we'll just block here. It's fine. Bit of a strange attack here by opponent, but sure. There you go. Let me think. What can they do here? Turn 4, they usually want to play Combat Cook. If they play Combat Cook, then playing Maokai will get blown out by a fish fight. So I think we just go Deadbloom Wanderer and we pass. We just can't go Maokai. Maokai is only good if we can pair it with something like a Val Feast. Okay, so they found either a weapon or Kayn. I'm gonna pass. We're 25. This is -4.
I seek a weapon worthy of Naga Kebor.
Sure. I don't really mind. We just pass here. A third Deadbloom, sure. We'll take it. We'll take it. Open pass was better. I think I agree. Yeah.
Yes, yours.
So they play 2 cultists. If they play 1 more, they get another Kayn. Kayn is gonna pull this. So we're gonna pass, and then we're gonna Vengeance the Kayn.
Cowards hide, be still.
Okay, goes for the Sea Scarab. Okay, the fact that one didn't attack with anything else is pretty great for us. Well, why would I Vengeance before? So the weapon doesn't get +1? If we Vengeance before, though... If we Vengeance before, they could have played like a Heedless Resurrection and got another Cane to attack with, though. 1 damage from Cultist. I was thinking about Heedless Resurrection. I didn't want to give them the attack, but I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. Okay, how far are we from deep? 28. Can't play that. Toss 3, this will bring us to 20. So next turn, we're gonna be deep. Okay, we'll do that. And we'll pass. Next turn, we can play the Debloom Wanderer. Okay, they have 3 mana right now. If they have 3 mana, I think we play the Mega Tusk. And then next turn, we're happy if they open attack. And if they don't, we play Debloom, and then we play Jettison. And these 2 will get stabbed.
They will fear my name and grovel before mine.
Okay. So we're deep.
Serve me. Hush.
Worth noting.
Okay. So let's do this. We're deep. This gets +3/+3. We trade into the Cane. Trade into this as well. And we'll just trade this down as well. Okay. Opponent needs an answer now, or the Cane is dead, and that means there are 2 Canes down. Cane will still be revived, obviously, by the Heedless Resurrection. So, we'll see. The Vayne is also leveling, but unless they have an elusive, I don't really care about the Vayne level. Oh, that's a pretty good card to get, actually. That's a really good card to get from the Ambitious Cultist. That just saved 2 of their units. Okay. A little bit unfortunate, but we can manage. So I like the Megatusk again here, because it heals our units, right? Sure. Heal our units back. The only moment I'll start to actually be worried is when they... Okay, so this levels Vayne. They have an answer here, but we still have to trade into it. So we'll block with this one. Doesn't really matter. I'm expecting a Concerted Strike, or maybe even a Furious Wielder to strike. Furious Wielder would make the most sense here. Okay, there's that card. Sure. Opponent showing extremely little respect for actual Vile Feast and Undergrowth this entire game. So I think at this point they know we don't have it. Okay, nice purple purple visuals there. Okay, so we'll see what this comes down as. Is it blue? It's not blue. And I think not going blue is a mistake here. Not blue. So we're just gonna jam Nautilus, and it should be very difficult for them to deal with. And then we hope we just draw into some really good sea monsters. Hopefully Devourer of the Depths would be perfect. Giga Chat Nautilus. We're also obviously running the Worldbreaker skins on the Worldbreaker board with Worldbreaker chip. It's fantastic. It's all good. Yeah, a 13/13 is very, very difficult for them to deal with. Okay, there's an elusive. So we're just gonna attack with Nautilus. I'm kind of down to attack with this. No, we'll just attack with Nautilus to see if we can get an Unforgiving Cold out. That's not a block I expected. Are they running... This has to be either Unforgiving Cold or Concerted. But we have to get them out, right? We need to get rid of those cards. Okay. Interesting. We got rid of the elusive. Makes me pretty happy. There is a way for us to actually level the Maokai. Let's see. Okay, we're just gonna make this as annoying as possible for our opponent. We'll do this, right? We'll try that, and then I think we play Maokai into a Dreg Dredgers, and that levels the Maokai. Actually, oh Okay, that's fine. We do take 7. It's pretty painful. A little bit painful. But we just play this, and then we play Maokai, and Maokai's leveled. So we play this. Lucasia's Kek W.
Ayo,
Thank you for the 2 months.
Just wanted to thank you. I discovered my love for lore due to you and just hit Master 2 weeks ago. Without your amazing content, this wouldn't have been possible. Sue, thank you. Less than 3.
Yo, congratulations on the Master. That's awesome. Do they have, like, 1,000,000 combat spells? It's possible. They had double Condemn. Okay. So they have no cards left. We're at 3 HP, so we might actually lose because they just simply had a hand with 1,000,000 mastery or 1,000,000 combat tricks, right? Not something we can play around. Still a winnable game though, depending on what we top deck here. So Maokai is leveled. But yeah, with this challenger, it's easy for them to just pull a 2-1 and kill us. So we'll see how that works out. They can actually just attack with this, right? Okay, let's see. Undergrowth. That doesn't do it. I think we're dead. Okay, we'll do that. We're at 6, so that means we're not dead. Okay, that might mean we're dead. Yeah, I think the double Condemn was really, really rough. We never drew any sea monsters, and that's the issue you have sometimes with Deep, right? Sometimes you just don't have that mix of like sea monsters and going deep that you want. We ended up drawing close to 0 sea monsters, so you just kind of lose when that's the case. It's unfortunate. Because if we had a single Devourer of the Depths, we wouldn't be in this situation. Like, opponent actually made life... Oh, well, there's 2 of them gone. Opponent made life pretty difficult for themselves, simply because they didn't go blue. But we still couldn't punish it. There's really nothing we can draw here. We had a chance if the Nautilus survived, and we got second Nautilus, but then we'd have to deal with another Cane later on. So yeah, we're dead. All right, GG. Yeah, unlucky. We just didn't draw any sea monsters when we needed them. That happens sometimes. Opponent played a Vayne on turn 3. It never died. They had a triple Vayne hand, leveled her, double Condemn, just killed us. It happened. I feel like we were actually very, very favored up until the point where we just had a hand where we drew 2 1-drops. We drew double Dreg Dredgers in a row. And if any of those were the Devourer to Depths, I think it would have been fine. Sometimes that happens. Okay, so this looks like Pirates, just a very aggressive deck. I'm down keeping the Sea Scarab because the 2-3 stat line is pretty good. Obviously, this is lifesteal. Foul Feast deals 1, also good against a lot of their stuff. We're probably taking 3. Oh, nope. I was going to say, we're probably taking 3 on turn 1 because we didn't get the Dredgers. But even now, we have a good turn 1 play. We should just be really good here.
No one's the wiser.
Yes, this is a sweaty Saturday. They're not attacking into it. Wow. Okay. There we go. We'll do that. We have a good start. We have a 1, 2, 3. What more can you ask for with this deck, honestly? Not blocking that? Okay, I think that's a mistake. I think that would be a mistake. Today's Saturday? No. We're not recording this on Saturday. It would be impossible for me to get a sweaty Saturday out on YouTube for Saturday if I wasn't recording it before that. They're passing here. I mean, I'm totally down to pass, honestly. All right, we take the pass. Let's just do this. So the way this deck functions is kind of they try to turbo the Swain, and then they attack on turn 5 with leveled Swain, Overwhelm, and they just get a really big hit in. But with the way things are going, our units are going to be too big for them at that point. We're passing here because they need to get rid of these 2. So we can play the Mega Tusk maybe? What do we want to play? We're at 28. I actually think we just play this then, right? They have 3 mana. They could Fervor here, and we'd have no answer for it, but that's fine. Maker Rain? Okay, fine. Sure.
Make it interesting.
Was that Misfortune Maker Rain? That was a normal Maker Rain? Okay. So this just helps us go deep really, really fast. We'll take that. Nah, we don't want to attack. Okay. It's Maokai.
Shake 'em. You're so hungry. Alakumarai.
Very curious to see how they'll attack here. But that's fine. We'll block here. We'll Valve Feast this. We take 3 damage. 3 damage is totally fine. Let's see if they fervor here. Do we want to deny that? I think we do.
Love you.
Okay. We're just trying to stabilize, go deep, and with the Mega Tusk, if we go deep, we just win. We just win, right? We're at 16 now. We'll do that.
Explosives primed.
We'll do that. We're deep. And then we just attack with these 2. Robotech got me to Masters. Thank you for the guide. So you're welcome. Good stuff. Alright, we'll attack with these 2.
Oh, he likes you.
They trade down their units. We can draw 2 next turn. They have 3 cards. I think we're looking pretty good here. Only thing that can really ruin our day is like a blowout with Swain. Like, for example, if they play Swain, they attack with it, and then they use a Fervor to help the Swain get where he wants to be. Okay, well, they have no mana left. Swain isn't level yet, even with the Levy shooting twice. They'll probably attack here. They'll probably attack with that. We're attacking with the Levy. That's wrong. Yeah, that's absolutely wrong. Fervor? Interesting. Double Flock Hand. Okay. Let's see. That's still fine. It's awkward, right? It's a little bit awkward, but that should work still. Okay. So we'll play this. We're looking for a Nautilus here. Vengeance is great. Double Vengeance, sure, we'll take it. We'll take it, you know?
Dark in the skies!
And there's a pretty good card. Let's see. We probably want to eat either the Levy or Misfortune. So we're gonna attack here. Oh, they didn't have to double flock? Oh, they didn't have to double flock. The Misfortune would have killed it. You're right. Okay, so that's good. Blocking with this means we can devour.
Moving into sight.
I wouldn't be surprised to not see them block at all, though. I'm gonna be honest. Okay. So with Levy at 4 HP, if they have another Fervor, they can actually use Fervor to make it so that Devourer can't kill this. But that would mean they have to kill their own Misfortune. So, yeah. Maokai also leveled. Very slow, methodical game. We're just making sure we never take too much damage. We never let their threats stay on the board for too long. And yeah, that's just how you win. Slow and steady. We have big sea monsters. We'll eventually win the race. Alright, so we're gonna eat the Levy now so we don't get stunned. And the next turn we're gonna instantly Vengeance the Swain. It's gone. This is Sweaty Saturday, yes. Double Maokai is not great. I would have preferred to get our our Nautilus. So we'll get Reign of Levy number 2. Swain can't attack, so we'll just keep him on the board for now. They might try to hit our Nexus, which would be really cute.
No one's the
Okay, that doesn't do anything. If they try to hit our Nexus, it will stun this, and then we can't block, but this is fine. And we draw another Maokai. Again, a little bit unfortunate, but that's fine. We don't really need to do anything. Yo, Lucasia's KW with a huge dono. Thank you for the 20 euros. Oh, hey, they they were like, yeah, screw it, dude. I'm out of here. Good game. Good game. Nice. Because we got a better matchup against aggro. Maokai was kind of troll, and you played TF to have a better game into aggro because of red card. But since we now have cards like Undergrowth, like Mega Tusk, it's not really necessary anymore. Okay, we got the Malphite Talia. Actually, let's really quickly look at the matchup spread if there is any data for it. Both pretty unpopular decks. There's no data for this. It's completely empty here. Maokai against Malphite Talia, nothing. So we'll see. We gotta Giga Chat decks against each other though, for real. Yeah, we just want an answer from Malphite, right? We'll just try to go deep. We'll try to go deep fast, and then we hopefully draw into Vengeance. There we go. To kill that. I'm gonna pass because I want to play this into their Rock Hopper. It doesn't really matter anymore now, but whatever. Okay, having a Val Feast. Okay, so there we go. Dude, Real Tropics gifting 5 subs during the sweaty Saturday. Hey, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. Thank you for that generosity. Way too kind. Okay, we're gonna pass here. That adds up to a lot of damage. We're taking 6 next turn. Honestly, really kind of an awkward hand here. Yeah, we're taking 6, so we're gonna play Maokai and we're just gonna pray. We have a very good hand. We can deal with whatever they throw at us, right? So we'll do this. Sorry, Chip. I'm gonna link the stat website in the chat, and I'm also going to post it in the YouTube video, so the YouTube viewers can get it as well. Perfect draw, actually. We were kind of making it awkward for ourselves to just try to be as efficient as possible with going deep, and the Val Feast to proc Maokai immediately, plus the Sea Scarab top deck, is a really big deal. We're 24 now, so what we can do next turn... What we can do next turn is we can play this. Maokai will toss 2. We'll be at 8, we'll be at 6, and then with this and this, we will go deep if they try to answer it. That might be a play. And I'm very sorry, little one. Poor Chip. Poor Chip. I don't like doing it, but it had to be done. I'm sorry, little one. So we absolutely don't want this to die, because if this dies, it means they ramp to 7, and 7 is Malphite. Malphite is just a big stat with tough. Is the entire stream gonna be deep? Probably not. Okay, this is a really strange play. I would understand this if they had 3 mana. If they had 3 mana, I would understand that. Because that means they would play Riot Arcane on Maokai, right? But no, I don't think I get that. Oh, that's why. Okay. Okay. They just wanted to have value from... I kind of get it. Opponent seems to be very slow with their landmarks and they want to level them. But we're just gonna kill Leah. Strange. Okay. So, I just realized I actually slightly miscounted last turn. I wanted to secure this, but that wasn't actually possible. We were 1 mana off of going deep. We didn't have mana for Jettison. I thought I had 1 more mana. So now they can ride the Arcane here or here, but they don't have it. Okay. So we're gonna go deep with the Nautilus here. And then we have a Lure to Depth for the turn afterwards. Yeah, so we'll play Nautilus. And there's a very good chance we get to deal 13 damage here, unless they play the Nautilus. It's probably gonna be a Nautilus. Not Nautilus, Malphite. They're both such Giga Chad, such chonky boys. Okay, so... interesting. Yeah, I was expecting a stun from Malphite, because now we just deal 18 damage. Yeah, I mean Malphite, not Nautilus. They're both such big tanks, I mess up their names. They were on 7 mana, I was fully expecting it. Alright, we just win here. I don't think there's any way for us to lose from this position.
I will weave my own path.
Oh. they're ramping. They do be ramping.
Until I'm through weaving it.
Yeah, so unless they can grant one of our units vulnerable, there's just no way to get through Nautilus. There's absolutely no way to get through this with Talia. Her rocks only deal 1 damage, 13 health.
We will heal these isles.
GG. Yeah, that's kind of how I would expect that matchup to go. Their early game tempo is much better than ours because of cards like Chip and Endless Devout. But once we get deep, once we get that Nautilus, I feel like there's almost no way for them to win unless they have like that really big board with a Malphite stun. That has to be the only way. Alright, this is pretty fun. I remember back in the day when Targon just released and every single matchup was Celestials against Deep. Deep was very good back then. So we'll keep this. We'll keep this for Zoe. We'll keep Lure to Depth because it is a bit of a slower deck. And we should be good. Sea Scarab, always good. Stick. Oh, thank you for the 3 months. Appreciate that. Hi, Sonny. First time coming to the stream. Never had time during the week because of the time difference, but I always watch your videos. Hey, I really appreciate that. Welcome to the recording for Sweaty Saturday. We're tryharding here. So Sea Scarab is by far the best early gameplay. Another thing that I think is fun to mention is that when Sea Scarab was released, people were complaining because they said, oh, this is just going to be a bad hit from Jaw Hunters. It's going to suck if you get this from the Slaughter Dogs, which was still kind of playable back then, I guess. But that was never true. That was never the case. So we're passing here. We want this to challenge us, and then we want to undergrowth it. Great. Yeah, that's a win for us. Big boys. Let's see. Okay, so we do really want to go deep fast because these can grow out of control. Okay, we'll pass her. I should have probably done the Lure to Depths first, but this always has to be the play, right? Because even if we drew Sea Scarab, we'd still be playing both of them.
Daylight everlasting.
We'll kill that immediately. So opponent does get to kill one of our units now. It's fine. We're at 25, okay. 25 after this turn. Don't think Maokai helps much. We'll play this. This is looking a little bit rough. I don't think we can go deep fast enough. We're on turn 6. We should honestly be sub 20 right now for the deep counter.
Raise your weapon, Sunwood.
Okay, that's still doable. That's not too much damage. I think we need to.
Ours is the one true light.
I think we need to find a way for a safe setup for Maokai here. So we pass here. These grew out of control. Really fast.
Punish transgressions.
Yeah, it's the same amount of damage, so we'll just block her. Double Guardian is rough, yeah, one of them is Challenger too. Okay, so we'll play this. We pray they don't immediately single combat, but they probably will. Yeah. As expected. $21. I don't know how we can get there. 21. Pass 3. But that's a really good draw. 21. Park left is gonna go to 19. 19. 16. Yeah, we can get there.
Bless the faithful and sear the heretics.
Heck, it's so risky here. If we play Nautilus, we're open to Concerted. I can't play Nautilus. Eat it? Eating was an option, yeah. So now we can't play Nautilus because this will bring us too deep.
My faith protects me.
Echoes from the deep.
Enemy champs are this. So we go deep with this, and then we have 2 0 mana boys, so let's do this, and then we eat 2 of them. Okay. Scared of Aurelion Soul?
All will drown.
So we have to play double Devourer this turn. This can't kill anything. If they have another Guiding Touch, they can deny us the Chomp. We're gonna try anyway.
Feast soon enough.
If we can remove 2 units, we have a very powerful open attack next turn, forcing them to block. And if they are forced to block, it will deny them the Aurelion Soul level up, which I will be very happy with. Yeah, okay, pretty good. I could have played this too. That's a fantastic draw. Okay, so we're just gonna open attack, force them into some bad blocks, and then we'll try to deal with the Aurelion Soul. We have a way to deal with Aurelion Soul with these 2 cards then.
Full heretic.
Board gone. Perfect. All right, great. And now because we kept this, we get to heal our units back to like a reasonable amount of health too. And this is what deep does best, right? Like you struggle a ton in the early, and then out of nowhere, it's just, oh, I'm deep now. I'm gonna eat 2 of your units. Developing a 7/7 for myself while removing a unit from you that you really care about. And let's be honest, those sun orbs were pretty chonky. And then suddenly you're just in a winning position. Get rid of that. Whatever threat they play now, we just use the anchor. Yes, you're right. This always goes first. Good point. That's a small point that I ultimately in this game would not matter at all, because tossing cards is never gonna end up being relevant in this game. But as a general rule of thumb, attack with the Sea Scarab first, because it tosses when your units die. And since we're deep, we want to stop tossing, because we have our champions. The only reason to toss after you're deep is to get your champions faster. But this should just be lethal. Yeah. This was a 50-50 matchup as well, so pretty good. Good point out on the Sea Scarab. That definitely needs to be mentioned. Maybe Seraphine was the cause most LOR can't agree to leave. I think it's a start, yeah. Okay. So this is the 25% win rate matchup. We're gonna see what we can do, but this is extremely unfavored. We have some decent cards for this matchup though. Jaw Hunter, Undergrowth, and Valvies are all okay in the early game. Jaw Hunters is pretty much okay in the most part, but it can get hit with a Pokey Stick. These are good in the early game before they're able to use their Sudden Surge. Oh my god, wait. I don't think I clicked that, but at least I didn't spam okay. Oh my god, that could have gone horribly wrong. Okay, so we're gonna pass here. We're gonna pass and wait for them to play a 2-mana unit, and then we're gonna try to kill the Esmus for free. Perfect. I just didn't want this to get Pokesticked, and I want to get a free kill on the 0 too.
Go and harvest it.
There we go. Pretty good. They haven't played a weapon yet either. If they want to play a weapon, they do activate their Sudden Surge, which will kind of suck for us. But okay. Let's see what we can do. So far, so good.
You'll never know what hit him.
I'm taking 2 damage here. This could be so much worse. That could be so much worse. And with the Maokai now on the board, we also get challengers to potentially kill their units, which I am, once again, quite happy about. Sure, I'll take that. We could have probably killed the Teemo, but I didn't think it was worth it. We'll play the Sea Scarab here. Going deep usually it won't really matter that much against this deck, because you just want to stay alive and run them out of cards. But because we have to Devour of the Depths, it might matter. Devour of the Depths going to a 7/7 instead of a 4/4 will definitely help to kill some of their bigger threats. So we'll kill that. We'll kill the Teemo. And we'll attack them. Yeah, I could have played the Lure first. I don't think it really matters. Okay, there's the Sudden Surge. Did they pay 4 mana for that? They did. So we have to do this on the stack. Okay, we'll do that. If we don't do it on the stack, they could use another card. Nah, they couldn't. Nah, it doesn't matter. Same thing. Yeah, that was quite good. That's why the Jaw Hunters is pretty good, but yeah, it can get hit by that Pokestick. Maybe an equip? Equip? Actually, you're right. Equip could have done it. I don't even mind Vengeance that much. At this point, if they only have 2 units, we can start just blowing this on something that gets buffed. Yeah, we'll take 2. 2 is nothing. 2 damage is absolutely meaningless. I'll very gladly take that.
Give them room to spread their leaves.
No, I could play Lure next turn. We should be deep next turn, right? This dies. We go to 5. With this, we're at 4. And then with this, we're deep. With this, we're deep, rather.
Get in the portal! Okay, what did you do this time?
Okay. So we're killing the 3/3 here, right? With the Devourer. We'll just kill the biggest stats we can get.
Have excellent taste.
Zed Babag. Thank you for the prime stuff. Appreciate it. Oh, Nautilus. Okay. Nautilus is leveled, right? Yeah, Nautilus level. Yeah, we'll just play this then.
The endless march.
They have no blocker for Nautilus if you pull the 3/3.
This mama is the beast mama.
Then again, if they block Nautilus, we're still winning. Let's kill the Zoe.
Drag them down.
And what are we at? We're at 17. So we do this, this. We kind of want to go deep to heal this, though, right? Do we care? Yeah, I'm pre-committing the toss. Actually, you're right. That's always correct. Because they would just not block otherwise.
All will drown.
Grab Fearsome Blocker? I could, but the thing is they'll probably block the 3/3 here, and as long as we don't die, I think we're just good. I'm thinking about, The thing about pulling the Fearsome Blocker is that it doesn't die. So I think we're just gonna do this. We can't win this turn anyway, so we might as well just try to kill as many, you know, small units as we can. Opponent will have to win by killing us from 20 HP next turn. And the only way that that's possible is with Horazi, and even that, I think it's fine. You're not afraid of owls? I'm not, but I mean, I could also kill the Zoe. It's the same thing. Okay, the fact they played a weapon there is very good, because Horazi herself, much bigger threat. Play 0 mana 7/7, why? We just take a board space and I replace it later. Do I care about 10 damage here? I'll just kill the Zoe, I guess. We'll kill this. So they don't get the weapon. Yeah, this is a 25% matchup, guys. The fact we're in this game at all is pretty telling. Yeah, I didn't want to give them Horazi. That's why we Vengeance the 3/3, and now we're eating Zoe to get rid of it. I should have just played Lure the Debts at any point in this game, I think. But it simply does not matter. Okay. GG.
I refuse to wilt. My feet on death.
Good game. We just won a 25% matchup, but we had a very good hand. Like the Val Feast, Undergrowth, and Jal Hunters all played a massive role into actually winning that. And then the opponent did make some small misplays. They didn't find a weapon early. They had to pay 4 mana for their Sudden Surge, and then we killed the Teemo they used it on anyway. So yeah. 25% is not unwinnable, but it's obviously very difficult. Made a lot of misplay. I don't think I made many misplays. The only misplay I made last game was potentially not using Lure the Depths earlier, but it never felt like I needed to Lure the Depths to do anything, and against aggro, you're usually just better off not getting that card at all. But yeah, I might have missed like 2 or 3 mana that game, not playing it. So we are 58% against Annie Jin. Lure plus not dropping 7/7. Chopping the 7/7 was not a misplay. No, that was not a misplay. 100% not a misplay. Yeah, no, it just straight up wasn't. Yes, it was. Do explain why not dropping the 7/7 was a misplay. I had priority the next turn, and I was just gonna override it anyway. Like, you're saying that things like playing cards that ultimately have 0 impact on the game were a misplay, but override Spider, why? Why does that matter? They were 1 HP, forcing enemy to block with elusives.
My axe.
Again, I failed to see how it matters. You're free to have your opinion. More damage? Cool. Yeah, I don't think I need more damage when I have 1 HP though, but that's just me.
In position. Boom.
It increases your chances. Again, I disagree. Like, no matter what happens there, I could use that 7/7 later with that same logic. You can tell me something's a misplay when the game's over. Sure. All right, I'm gonna focus on the game because I think you're absolutely wrong about this, chat.
Let's go make some friends, Tibbers.
I don't think it matters if we use Undergrowth here now or later. Yeah, no, it won't matter. Wait. Okay, there's a good chance they have 2 stuns here. Okay, we're gonna pass here. Because if we develop this, there's a good chance they play the 4/2 Ephemeral. And right now, we can just kill the Annie. We take 4, but otherwise we get hit with the 4/2. Now, this way we get to play Maokai. We forced them to attack. We basically took 4 less damage that way.
Corruption everywhere.
Do it on stack so Jin doesn't get a proc. You're probably right, actually. Yeah, good point. Doing that earlier would prevent a stack on Jin. I just wanted to... I just wanted to tell them, hey, please open attack, right? Just attack as soon as possible because we were sitting on the Undergrowth. Okay, another Undergrowth is great.
And so, life springs anew.
Okay, we want to get rid of this 1/3 because that is just 2 damage every turn, but it doesn't look like we have a way to do that right now. There's a stun. Okay, exactly what we played around. Great, yeah. Okay, we'll just
As I have mine.
we'll just go next turn. That's fine. Played around that rather well. Very nice. They have 1 card in hand. All we need to do is just not drop below like 5 HP, and we should be okay.
Forgive me.
That should be pretty doable. This is always gonna just work. We can devour the depths the 1/3, and if opponents tries to react with a fervor, we have the Undergrowth. Okay, decide to open attack. Also fine for us. Let's see, we'll do that. Hit that. We lose no HP here. That is one thing, of course, they can always do. There's a heal for 3, pretty good. Megatusk, I'm very happy to see. They have 1 card in hand. We're just gonna start with the Lure of the Depths. We're gonna play Megatusk, and we should be good here. Oh, double Megatusk, great. Yeah, GG. Triple Megatusk. All right, the game really wants to win this one. Yeah, this is pretty much my experience when I played against this deck in Seasonals. Hello, it's so nice to see you.
First big mission.
What the hell? All right.
You won't get past me.
Is that just lethal? I think that's it's 1 off. They're at 1. They block. They block this. It's 1 off.
Well, I
Wow.
didn't do anything.
Yeah, good game, dude. Wow. Yeah, 58% matchup. So as expected. But you know, we did also just win a 25% matchup. Hey, thanks, Riot. Thanks for giving me this one after playing 10 turns against Seraphine.
Triumphs for once.
Really appreciate that.
Thinking outside the box, zillion victor, time bomb printer, 1, 2, pop. Meta shifter, not a quitter, fighting for LPP. Snnuy